Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I know what you are thinking right now. Oh, we lost. Yes, I want to address this right away. We lost. It was a fantastic game. I mean, chapeau to 114S. They were great. They played a great game. I saw no flaws. They used our strategy from Season 3, countering our new strategy, and they used it probably better than us. So, GG, well played. There is no shame in losing. It's losing that makes you stronger. So, we are of course a bit upset. I would be lying if I say that we're not sad about this loss. But on the other side, I'm very happy that we face them now, where we can afford to lose. But I think there is a joke now. Now we can have a joke. I mean, we lost the first game of the playoffs in Season 2. We lost the first game of the playoffs in Season 3. And we lost the first game of the playoffs in Season 4. I think our first game of playoffs is like, I don't know, a curse or something. GG. I mean, nothing to say. I mean, they smoked us. I mean, it was very, very close game, but as I always said, with the new skill points system, there will not be games that will be so far apart in the playoffs. In the first stages, yes, but not in the playoffs. So hats off to 114S. GG, well played. If you're here in the chat, you crushed it. Amazing job. On the other side, I hope we'll pass through to the top 16 and then meet again, like it happened some time ago with K374. I mean, we lost the first game in playoff Season 2 against UCS, you guys remember. And then we came back and we ended up third place, and then we won the Invitational. Then Season 3, we lost again K374, called SFS at the time. And then we were on the other side of the bracket and we met again in the finals, and we won. And then now, for the third time in a row, the third season in a row, we lost the first game of the playoffs. I don't know, the first game of the playoffs for Ovi is like a curse. Maybe it's like because we change our strategy up for the playoffs and we do some weird stuff that we don't do before and we are not ready. I don't know why it happens. I remember we lost against UCS in season 2 because we were convinced that Guan Yu YSG rallies could do good, and then we totally lost it. SFS because we didn't care too much about the arc, and this one, I don't know, they just smoked us on the arc. On the second arc, we pulled everything we had. We used to the death, defense, and attack. They used, I think, defense and to the death as well. But they just smoked us in about 1 minute and a half. We were completely dead. We did great on the buildings because 4,000 points on the buildings differential, it's a lot. It's really a lot. But on the other side, they used the Insatiable Desire skill for gathering, and they smoked us on provision. So what we gained by conquering their buildings continuously, they took back with provisions. And then if we won just one arc, it could have been our game, because if we go over to the Osiris League, yeah, we lost how much did we lose? So we lost, yeah, 6,000 points, 6,300 points. So if we got the second arc, with the first arc we would have lost as well. But in that case, we would have controlled the timing and stuff, so maybe we would have won. But if we got the second arc, we would have won. That's why we went all in with to the death, defense and attack. GG. I mean, GG, well played. It was insane. It was an insane game. I mean, right off the bat, starting off the playoffs with this kind of hard game to face. I had a lot of fun. Of course, it was a big upset for us, but on the other side, if you don't lose and you bend your knees and you say, okay, hats off, they won, they played a better game, because remember that this is a best of one. against every team. Of course, this is a best of 3 overall in the group stage. So you don't actually have a second chance to adjust unless you meet your opponents again. And this is for top 16, top 8, top 4. That is even best of 1 elimination. So if you don't adjust yourself on the game, in the game you are playing, you have no chance of winning. And you don't have a second shot. And that's what happened. I mean, we tried to adjust in every way possible. Trust me, our vocal chat was on fire. I mean, do this, go here, go there. It's not like we didn't fight, because we picked up a lot of buildings and we were holding them. Just like V636 went against us. I mean, if you think about it, we lost in the same exact way that V636 lost against us in the Grand Finals Invitational, because they were picking up all the buildings and losing the arcs. But it's not like that we didn't care about the arcs. We had a different strategy about the arcs, but they were so strong in the middle, so strong. I mean, the middle game is one of the things we are very strong in, but of course no team can win forever. One thing that I struggled during this preparation for this game against 114S, or Song, how they are called now, was the fact that I was lacking video material. I just had one single video of 114S playing against 1AVG, where they were doing completely different things, because it was from a couple months ago, completely different things compared to what they're doing now. They were rallying the obelisks and rallying a city, then disbanding the rally and reinforcing the rally on the obelisk. So we were also expecting something like that, but on the other side, basing on just one footage, we could not expect something, you know, that we could predict and counter with our strategy. So we just went ahead with our own strategy. And even if we changed, many things that we used today were already, because we are not using our full strategy. The fact is that we have 2 or 3 or 4 strategies that we alternate or we use in different times of the competition. And usually we don't use our big strategy in the playoffs. But I think even if we would have used our big strategy in the playoffs, we would have lost anyway, because there was no time for preparing against a team so good. So on the other side, I am very happy that 114S was our opponent now that we can afford to lose. So with big sportsmanship, I wish 114S all the best. They are a great team, and I hope they will advance because they really deserve it. Not because they beat us, because they really deserve it as a team. And I'm looking forward, if there will be the possibility, I mean, if we will go on this tournament, to fight against them. So that's great. So now that I have addressed the elephant in the room, so to say, I want to say hi to everybody who is in the stream. Said, Gusti, Fire Squad, Panda, Daniel, Alvin, Zen, Ad, Jarvan, Thiet, Nerves of Steel, Skywolf, Katemola. Welcome everybody to the stream. Fede Carpe. Ciao Fede. So I have addressed the elephant in the room because it was fair for me to do that, expecting your questions, of course. Because there is also, you know, a lot of sense of responsibility that we have because of this Eye of Talent, which is extremely unbalanced in our favor. I mean, we have 75% of the people that bet on us winning the championship. And as you know, having this is a big sense of responsibility, like Hong Kong Legends had in the previous season. And when we beat them in the past season, in season 3, they had a big upset as well. I mean, because people went all in. You didn't have the possibility to see how many people bet on Hong Kong Legends, but I actually suppose that they were more or less like us. So around, yeah, 3/4 of the bets on them. This does not mean that we are out, of course, because I don't want to make prediction for ourselves, because I'm not capable of making prediction for ourselves. And on the other side, it will also sound very arrogant. And I don't want to do that because I don't underestimate anybody. And that's one of the things that made us a good alliance during these Osiris League seasons. Patol and 234E are good teams. I'm looking forward to have a good match against Patol. So supposing that we will win against those two, and it's nothing sure, guys, because anybody can pull a good strategy and beat the shit out of us. Sorry for the for the French. So supposing that we will win those other two games, we will still advance, and we will be on the other side of the bracket. It means that we will be F2, and we will be here on the bottom, while Song or Wombo4S will be here on the top, on the other side of the bracket. That's basically what happened when we faced SFS or K374 last season. We lost the first game. We're on two opposite sides of the bracket. Both of us advanced to the final, and then we met again for another game, which we won. And they smoked us in the first game, and we smoked them in the final. So everything can happen. And it can also happen that we will meet them again, and if we make it to the final, of course, which I highly doubt at this point. There are many good teams, so I don't expect anything. I've never expected anything. Supposing that they can even beat us again, if we will make it there. So the Osiris League is an open game, totally open game. Anyone can succeed. Of course, you need to have the firepower at a certain point. I think Wombo4S is a lot more resistant than OV in that middle game. They had more numbers in the middle, said that they deployed more marches in the middle, which is a thing that we'll take care about. I will not stay here and explain how we will adjust, because we need to focus on the other games, not focus on what we lost. So a winning mindset is a mindset that you say, okay, we lost, but on the other side, we won. Because we need to learn how to lose. So if you don't lose, you don't win. I'm very happy, honestly, that we had the opportunity to face Wombo4S, because imagine that we would have faced them in the knockout directly. So in the round of 16 or 8 or semifinals. And that's a best of one game with elimination. You don't have a second chance there. So rather than having something happen like Hong Kong Legends happened against us last season, that they were knocked out in the quarterfinals, so top 8, I'd rather fight against them now, like we did, learn something about them, because now we have a lot of footage to go over, and try to do our best to go back on track. So GG, well played. Again, I'm just addressing the elephant in the room because everybody was asking in PM and stuff. And they are a great team, and they did a very good job. So today we will be casting JWM against 1AVG. Some people wanted to see my bet. I normally bet on the underdog, just because it's a much juicier prize. I honestly would have bet on Song if I could, but you cannot bet on a game you participate in. The only time I bet on myself is the Eye of Talent. I always did that just as a support for our team. And I bet on 1AVG because, of course, the prize can be much higher, and also because I suspect that many players of JWM will be willing to migrate sooner or later. I don't know if mid-league or at the end of the league, but some players could actually migrate during the league. So I don't know how their mindset is at the moment. They might be not in the best mindset. And for this reason, I want to give faith to 1AVG. I'm expecting a good game. I bet that we will see a good strategy pulled off by both the teams. It just depends on the mindset of JWM, and I think that 1AVG is capitalizing on this. They know that JWM is in a difficult position alliance-wise at the moment, and I think they will capitalize this moment to shine. And 1AVG has always been a strong team anyway, both in Osiris League and in KVK. It was a good game from both. Yes, I'm reading your messages, guys. Yeah, losing is a part of the game, and I'm very, guys. I'm not being an hypocrite. We lost. They smoked us. Okay, they totally smoked us. There's no. They won. They just won, and they deserved the win. It's not like, oh, they cheated. No, absolutely not. They deserved to win. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just addressing the elephant in the room because many people wanted to know. And I'm very open with you. I'm speaking to you as I'm speaking to my teammates because I said, okay, they deserve the win. Of course, we were a little bit upset at the moment because we care about the Osiris League. We care about to compete in this game. It's not like we changed 12 team members for this season team. So we have 18 of the old guard and 12 team members stepping in from the Osiris League Season 4. We had literally people quitting and saying, okay, we won 2 championships and we won 2 invitationals. We won 5 KVKs out of 7. I don't have any motivation to play the game anymore. And I'm a little bit tired. And they just quit the game, especially people from US, which had to wake up, at 6 a.m. from the West Coast, California and stuff, wake up at 6 a.m. for the game. So I much appreciate the new teammate stepping in and learning about the game. And I'm not saying that we lost because they are not capable of playing like our old players, because they are very much capable of playing at a super high level. I'm just saying that 1more4S just smoked us, and they deserved it. So that's the same speech that I made to my teammates. And we need to bend our knees now, and that's what we are doing. And we will hopefully try our way to fix it and make it back in this tournament. We definitely, Ghost Rider, yes, it's DB in the chat. He's one of our main rally leaders. We definitely did not lose on purpose. But now, 2 seasons in a row, we lose first game. And people think that. Ghost Rider, actually 3 seasons we lose the first game. We lost Season 2 against UCS in the first game, Season 3 against K374, and Season 4 against Song now. So it's not that people... Yeah, it's normal that people might think that... So we take the playoffs, the beginning, to experiment, okay? We have always changed our strategy throughout every beginning of playoffs. And strategies might work and might not work out. It's not like we have not the firepower. Surely Song has at least our same firepower because they have a lot of whales, maybe more than us, but that's not the difference maker. Both have the firepower, like absolutely. This was almost a plain field level, I think. We have a couple 3-4 players not having VIP 17. Maybe they are full VIP 17, but that's not the difference maker. The difference maker was the strategy, and they smoked us. So I'm not saying that we lost on purpose, because we did not. And not because we lost 3 times in a row the first game of the Osiris League playoffs, like happened in Season 2, 3, and 4. Just addressing the elephant in the room. So GG, well played. Absolutely. Do you think the new commanders play a big part in the mid? Yes. I do think that new commanders have a great role in the mid. It's not like we did not use the new commanders. We used the new commanders. You supposedly saw that in the stream, in the cast that they did on the official Rise of Kingdoms channel. So I am very happy. Of course I am upset, guys. I will be lying if I didn't say that I'm upset. Because I am a competitive player. You all know which kind of player I am. I am very competitive. I am looking forward to, you know, discovering the little details in the strategies, discovering the little differences in the equipment system, finding out ways to use a different strategy over another one. You know which kind of player I am. I am very competitive. And for this reason, I will be lying if I was saying that I'm not upset. I am upset. But in a positive way, okay? Because we can afford to lose now. And that's it. Was GG well played. So you think Zhang William better than Ram Nibu against Zeno? You know, there is another reason why I will not use Ram Nibu right now. Is because if they switch from Zeno YSS to Jadwiga YSS or Jadwiga Saladin or any combination with Jadwiga, also Jadwiga Wu or Jadwiga Theodora, you just get smoked. So using archers right now, it's not safe because there is not a combination that is so highly countered as the archer are at the moment. So the archer, I think, are the most countered marches at the moment. Because of Jadwiga. Maybe the next generation archer will make a stop to this. But Jadwiga is a really tough situation for archers to deal with. So in the meanwhile, let's go on schedule. Let's pre-register for this game, which will happen about 13 minutes. Winning together and losing together. That's the game. Yes, Romano. Yes, that's the game. And that's the game. We had fun. Of course, we're upset, but we had fun. How did you get the pyramid, the decorative pyramid? This one? I got it from Osiris League Invitational Season 2. It was a prize for the winners, together with this city skin right here. Hard luck today, Wick. I think OV got the strategy slightly wrong. It looked like OV we are gonna make Song pay heavily in the structures for their arc captures, but seems like Song managed to counter that. So yes, they did manage to counter that, and I'm honestly very happy that they did, because, you know, losing, there is an important aspect of losing which is not related strictly to us, but it's related to anybody. Losing shows you the weaker spots in your strategy. So now they showed us which are our weaker spots or our weakest spots. So that's thank you for that, and GG, well played. Why not Zhang Saladin instead of Zhang William against Zenobia Garrison? Because it just doesn't work. What's your bets on these playoffs, Wick? So on these playoffs, I am betting on 1 AVG for the reasons that I explained about 10 minutes ago. And yeah, I do think that some players from JWM will migrate. I don't know if during the OL or not. So after this KVK will end. They lost the KVK against us. This sort broke apart JWM a little bit. They had some internal drama that of course was not related to us. So I don't know which is their mindset. So comparing the two teams, they both have a lot of firepower. Don't think that they have more power and they will win, because that's not the case. You guys know from the beginning of Osiris League Season 1. Or maybe from the end. Power does not necessarily mean that you're gonna win. So. Mad Stifler. OV strategy is not in AO but in tournament bracket. Now they will go against weaker. Okay. You think that we did that because afterwards, in the knockout stage, we will have a weaker bracket. It's true that this bracket might be slightly easier, but you don't actually know which one will be easier. For example, last season we lost in the same condition, and then we got the tough bracket. Because then we got to face C9N, we got to face Hong Kong Legends, we got to face Rose, and then we got to face again the team that beat us, and we beat them. So you never know which actually is the strongest bracket until all the games, I mean until maybe the first 2-3 games need to, until this group stage ends pretty much. I think we will have an idea of the strength of the brackets by next Sunday, looking at the games, and we'll be able to determine if our bracket can be, so to say, easier or harder. The only thing that now is positive for me that 114S showed us the flaws in our strategy, and hopefully we will make it back. We will stand again. We will see. And another positive thing is that we will find them again, maybe, if we will make it to the finals. So we will have our chance of revenge, so to say. Of course, always in a positive way, because this is a game and at the end we had a lot of fun. F2 versus C1, likely 1v, assuming we win next 2. So yeah. So assuming that we win next 2, what will happen? So let me check the schedule. So if we win the next 2, we will be here. F2 against C1. And the C1 will probably be 1v. I mean, squad is very good, but 1v is great. I mean, I don't know, it might be 1v, or it might be even BG, because BG did great against 1v today. But I suppose that we will be facing 1v, so I have no shame in saying that we will even might be, if we make it through this group stage, we might be losing against 1v and stop at the top 16. Which there is no shame in that. I mean, it's okay, it's a game. You win, you lose. Can you imagine OV always winning? I mean, you never can always win. It's impossible. Also on a mindset standpoint. First of all, you don't always have the same players, you need to train people back. And on the other side, it's so tiring. I mean, having this mindset every time of competing is extremely tiring. So 7 minutes to the opening. And the next game will start at 15 UTC. We will be watching JWM against 1AVG. Oh yeah. Hey, Sia Kirin, yes, I said it right, I guess. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. If you want to unlock the exclusive Discord chat, just remember to go over Discord, click on your avatar and then on connections and connect your YouTube account to your Discord account. And the chat will be automatically be unlocked for you. When to use Insatiable Desire? Well, when you have a lot of caravans around. That's the best moment. So, GG today, Wick, you guys will bounce back. King Claw, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Losing makes you better. If you haven't lost means you have yet to experience challenges which only takes teams to another level. Justine Collado, I mean, I could have never said it better. You said exactly the same thing that I have in my mind. Losing makes you better. We lost several times. We lost against Hong Kong Legends in a regular arc. We lost against UCS. We lost against K374. We lost against today against 114S or Song as they are called now. And losing makes you definitely better because it makes you reevaluate your strategy. As I said, you find your weakest spots. Hello from 1AVG, Andrea Pellecchia. Ciao Andrea. Good bet against Weeb, you will lose it first 10 minutes. 1AVG put everything on you. I bet everything on 1AVG because of course it was the most... yeah, it was... Maybe after our bet, it was one of the potential best bets. I honestly knew that 1v was gonna win against BG, but it was very close, so it was not actually too granted. But considering the pool of bets, 3 were the bets, you know, the bets where you could make a lot of coins. Our bet at the first place, BG, betting on BG, and then betting against JWM. Which is not like I root for 1AVG to win. I just want to see the better team, the better prepared team to rise on the top. This was also a good pool. I mean, I would have bet against ourselves if I could, but you cannot bet in a game you play. Just as a lucky charm, you know? So, the next game will start in about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. In other game tournament, winner bracket will need to win 2-1 for full win, while lower bracket only 1-on-1. But in Rock tournament, it's all 1-on-1. So being in lower bracket have the most advantage. Yeah. Makes sense. What you said makes sense. You can never predict how our bracket will go. It depends. Probably we will have a clearer idea of how the bracket will be the next week. Looking at the games, I think after 15 UTC we will have pretty much everything lined out. You guys are not betting on the underdog. Yeah, I am betting on the underdog. As a lucky charm for the Eye of Talent, I'm always betting on ourselves, so I don't care if I win or I lose. On the bets, in Season 1 you could bet on your team. On Season 1 I was betting always on us, and then the last rounds I was actually betting on the enemy. Not because I don't have faith. It's just because the bet makes most sense when you already bought everything in the shop. Of course, that's not the case because the betting just started. But in the later stages of the game, if you placed your bets in a wise way, what is wise in the Osiris League? I mean, you can always lose your bet, and it's normal because, I mean, let's speak about the biggest upsets in the history of Osiris League. First big upset. JWM losing against us in Season 1. Biggest upset number 2. In chronological order. UCS beating us in Season 2. In the group stage where we were not kicked out, we then made it to the 3rd place. Third biggest upset. Hong Kong Legends beating JWM. 4th biggest upset. Us being beaten by K374. 5th big upset. Rose beating UCS and Snow beating JWM. Sixth big upset. Us beating K374 and taking the revenge in the final of Season 3. So, as you see, many teams... Oh, also, another big upset was Hong Kong Legends being beaten by us in the Season 3. Because everybody had the bet in the eye of the talent on Hong Kong Legends. Like everybody has on us now. So, of course, people will be upset if we lose. So, as you can see, you never know. You never actually know who will win until the game... until the game will be played. Let's see. We should be able to enter. Okay. Yes. JWM versus 1AVG. People are teleporting in. Baba, TC, Ataturk is here. B, Jazz, great players. On the other side, we have Mad, good friend Mad. Hova, who casted the game with us many times. Alright. 2 minutes to the opening of the gate. Let's see if they have the lineup correctly. Okay, they have 3 people in the front, which are Mad, Pork Chop, and Thor. And on the other side, there is Zing. Where is Baba? Baba is here. So they had a problem in the registration, probably because they don't have the 2 players on the side of the leader. There is a bug. Sometimes the leader does not spawn in the front, which I suppose Lilith is solving, question mark. But looks like 1AVG was prepared for this. And they have all the lineup set up correctly. They have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 27, and 30 players inside. On the other side... Okay, they have just 1 player. Problem with 1 player being not in the front. At least until now. On the other side, we have JWM 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, cities are not loading, 27, 29. So they already missed 1 player. They still miss 1 player. Hopefully it will come in. If the player is not coming in the next 10-15 seconds, probably will be a reserve stepping in. Alright. On the other side, as we said, let's take a look at the players. Let's spot Hova. Okay, Pimpin. Pimpin has no proc. Pimpin the bully. Where is Hova? Hova, here you go. Our archer friend on this other side. 3 seconds to the opening of the gates. Okay. Quick dispatch by Pork Chop and Butcher. Butcher using the City of Mad to bounce, which is good. Very well done. Oh, no. Let me remove the simplified graphic. Let me go back inside. Yes. Okay, the game is full, but we can go back inside because we are whitelisted. Siege marches already going out of the gate. On the other side, JWM, Ahmad. Activating hard push. People going with tier 1s to the respective obelisks. Yes, we want to see that. 3 rallies for JWM on their obelisk and 1 on the enemy obelisk. 4 rallies for 1AVG. So I don't understand why JWM is missing a rally. Let me take a look. Okay, they are 30 players now. So we had 1 reserve coming in at the last moment. Probably this guy, the last guy. Number 30, I believe. Or maybe not. So they have one reserve coming in, subbing. 155. So couple seconds earlier catch for JWM on the obelisk. So let's say that they are basically at in the same situation right now. So JWM will cap this other obelisk in 3 seconds while, okay, same exact obelisk game, you see? This is exactly the same. Also, the outpost work is basically the same. Just slightly better job by JWM on the left side outpost, but pretty much everything looks equal so far. So far, everything looks equal. Let's take a look on who will get these other outposts. Okay, JWM is on it. And yeah, somebody should try and get this. Maybe Dragon? Okay, whatever. That's not a big of a deal. Even if you delay of potentially, I don't know, 20 seconds, you just lose 10 points. And 10 points don't normally determine who wins or who loses a game, even if we had... I think Snow won by 4 points against one other team last season. I don't remember which other team. But there have been games where you actually win for very few points. So you always better be careful when you are grabbing the buildings. You want to grab them in the quickest way possible. Does Baba play the league? Yes, Baba is here. Here it is. So, how long until the teleports? This is the short side of JWM, a little bit of a mistake. You see JWM standing on the teleport zone. So those players right here can be problematic in the teleporting situation. You see this player teleported here, but that's not the best spot. Or maybe yes, maybe he's garrisoning the obelisk, so yeah. But those other players right here are surely blocking the teleport spot. And that's something that you don't want to do. I should call it out. On the other side, okay, on the other side I have a much better teleporting order. There are still people waiting on this side. We have only 5 people teleported, so it means that they missed 3 people. And this guy was not able to teleport on the edge because he didn't want to wait for those people to pass through. So this is a first indication of JWM maybe not having the best communication for the things that I have been through. But let's see. Let's not be prevented. They already grabbed an outpost here, which is interesting. So they grabbed it for the fast march at Cao Cao, and sure it was a T1, considering how fast it's losing against Richard. So if they took it with a tier 1, it means that 1 AVG is not garrisoning the outposts. And in this kind of game, you need to garrison your outposts because, I mean, for example, in our game, we picked up Song outposts very much, but also they picked up our outposts a lot. So outposts are actually very important. All constructions are now unshielded. So JWM with a quick grab the desert altar, but 1 AVG honestly has too much of a presence for letting this happen for a long time. Same story on this sky altar is CPO garrisoning. They do have reinforcement though, so maybe, who knows. But yes, good grab by JWM. They were pretty fast in grabbing those altars. They just lost them again, so it was just a few seconds grab, which is still good, still some points and still some disruption for the enemies. So now 1 AVG should take care of setting the correct defense, because they have a Cyrus inside, which is not the best garrison commander, of course. On the other side, we have an Artemisia, so it means that they don't have still... Okay, we have a Zenobia coming in. Max is coming in the Sky Altar on the right side. So they will be switching to this defense momentarily. Okay, still not inside. Maybe the building is full and he's waiting for the swarm to finish. before going inside. Okay. So 1 AVG is doing a backfield outpost disruption as well. 3 marches from this player, aka PT. So well done grabbing the first building on the back. They have a Zenobia garrison in Desert Altar, and this Zenobia is going to die. If they don't reinforce properly, it's going to die. 3, 2, 1, 0. Told you. So there were some guys outside that were not really reinforcing the building properly. So extremely good push by 1 AVG. Congratulations for grabbing already a Desert Altar. They have a Zhang Yu inside, which is not the best march. In the meanwhile, a Zhang Yu is going to rally the enemy Shrine of War. 1 AVG Shrine of War. But let's see if they will keep this building or not. I supposedly not. Let's remember that JWM lost this Desert Altar before getting the first occupation points. So now 1 AVG is controlling the points per minute because JWM has not started generating points from this Desert Altar. They will occupy it in about 2 minutes. This is still the first occupation, as you can see. They didn't get the first occupation yet. Guys, if you want to know my impressions and my feedback about us losing against Song, you can rewatch this video because I've talked about this for about 30 minutes. And yeah, if you are interested in hearing that, just go watch this video until when this video will be published. So JWM grabbing the Shrine of Life. Interesting move. But at the same time, 1 AVG grabbed this Desert Altar again, so it's not that JWM missed the marches here. So what did they do? JWM recovered the Desert Altar after 1 AVG got it. And probably JWM just left the building, and once they left the building, 1 AVG was capable of grabbing it once again. So a little bit of a mistake from JWM. So they committed a ton of marches to this Shrine of Life, which is not one of the best buildings. It's just 80 points per minute compared to an altar which is 150. But at the same time, all the marches committed to the Shrine of Life, which is now in 1 second starting to generate points, here you go, are going now to the Desert Altar, to the middle. So we have marches ready to defend here on the 1 AVG side, but they need to be careful because this is quite a lot of presence. We have 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 marches going from JWM. So they had a rally, so probably this building is full. They have already still 3 marches here and 14 marches going for the Desert Altar. On the other side, finally, probably, hopefully, JWM will get the first occupation in 45 seconds. And the battle in the middle has already started. I mean, that's fair because it's 2 minutes and 32 seconds to the middle. War drums has been used by the team in blue, JWM. And something has been used by 1 AVG, but it didn't pop on the screen or I was distracted. So JWM has much more presence in the middle as of now. So GG. Let's see if they can hold this middle. They are spreading out, which is not extremely healthy for a mortar ball. Kirath, other than getting timed out for spamming what happened in the OV match, sorry that you will get timed out by a mod, you can just go back in this video and I'll talk for 30 minutes about that. Now let's focus on JWM, because they are the protagonists of this game. So, 1 AVG replenishing the middle with some more marches. What do I see? What do I see? Hova using Cyrus and... Is it Theodora? I swear I saw a Theodora here. Please, fire a skill, I need to see this. Where are you going, Hova? You're getting killed. Just fire back. Is it Theodora, guys? Okay, I will check that later. So, 1 AVG is actually starting to dominate this middle battle, but it's not over yet because JWM is replenishing the middle presence. At the same time, this Shrine of Life is still uncontested, and JWM is generating points from this structure from a bit, and they are risking to lose the Desert Altar as well. Great push from JWM on the Desert Altar. At the same time, 1AVG is probably dominating on the Arc. We will see this in a moment. Arc will spawn in 20 seconds. Yeah, that is Steel. Okay, so, probably. Can we hear in-game sound? Yes. I mean, to hear the in-game sound... Let me activate the in-game sounds. So maybe it's better that I remove the music. Okay. Can you hear the game sounds now? Maybe it's nicer for you to hear the in-game sounds? If the volume is too high, just tell me. So, as I predicted, they lost the Desert Altar, but at the same time, they got this Arc. Okay. So, that's a fair trade, because this Arc is worth 3,000 points. I mean, I should know, since we lost 2 Arcs against... against Song today. It's quite low. The volume is low. Okay, I can increase the volume. No problem. Is it better now, guys? You tell me. You tell me if this is better. Okay, they lost the Arc, but 1 AVG is all over the place. But at the same time, they lost 2 altars and 1 Shrine of Life. I mean, this Shrine of Life they lost at the beginning of the game. And they still have it. They still have it. In this moment, they also set a defense on this. They don't have a defense on the Desert Altar, but JWM is playing great. BP 1950, sorry for your loss in Arc. I'm honestly not sorry. I'm happy that they showed us our weaknesses. And GG will play to them. So Freeze got this Arc. It's Zhang Yu. Nice fast march. Remember, Zhang Yu also gets faster when he gets attacked. There's a chance for him to get faster. So they finally recovered this Shrine of Life. And they recovered the Desert Altar. They just missed this Sky Altar, which probably will be recovered momentarily in about 1 minute because they have a good amount of marches. And also Rally coming, which is Zhang Yu with... That's Chandragupta, I guess. Yes. So they are launching Zhang Yu and Chandragupta rallies. Let's see, because I still saw a little bit of a swarm on this Desert Altar, and I want to check that everything will be fine. And they will recover it. Put some music instead of in-game music. Okay, guys, vote in the chat. I will base my choice on the yes or no. Do you prefer the in-game sounds, or do you prefer some good music? You tell me. Whatever you prefer, it's fine for me. I'm good with both choices. Nice swarm on this Sky Altar. They are trying to recover back. In-game, 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 in-game. Music, music. Oh my god, so many. Okay, okay, okay. So many votes, I think. In-game sounds. Okay, I will keep the in-game sounds, okay? So the map is half and a half. There is still one guy going after this poor Arc carrier, but I think this Arc is... It's gone already. So I will put some low music as well in the background and the in-game sounds. You tell me if this is something you like. Let's experiment. I'm very fine to experimenting. streaming ways with you guys. Or at the I can sing if you want, yeah. I can sing a song. Like, next time I will sing a song. So we have Zinc rallying this Shrine of War with JWM William. The rallying will be probably failing because they have no field presence. At the same time, 1AVG is bringing this arc. Oh, in the middle of a city. The arc is literally sitting here, so they can control the arc timing even better. So if they clear the marches, they can choose if and when to take this arc, which is a good choice. Guys, do me a favor. If you enjoyed the live stream, hitting the like button and subscribing, it's 100% free way of supporting the channel, and I will much appreciate that. Thank you all for being here. Your voice only, it makes us naughty. Rorobella, thank you. Oh my god. So, they are doing some backfield disruption on this outpost. In the meanwhile, JWM is doing a good pressure, is having a good pressure. Like before, they are committing a lot of marches to this Shrine of Life. And I bet that once they finish with this Shrine of Life, which they took now, they will clear the field swarm of 1AVG to be sure that they can keep this Shrine of Life for long enough, and they will redirect to the Desert Altar, which is something that they are already doing. Yes. Where is Jets going? Oh my god, they want to go for the Ark? Are they really going for the Ark? Wolf? Ahmad? There are people going for the Ark. We will keep an eye on this. Let's check the situation of the Sky Altar. This is well defended. They should not lose it. The Desert Altar is well defended as well, because this rally is about to die, and I think that the swarm will not be enough to conquer this Desert Altar. Let's see what's their intention on this arc. Just be careful. Okay, there is a Zenobia garrison in the obelisk, so even if they get it, they will not go too far away. Okay, Mad is going to take the arc. It's fine. The arc is fine. Hey, Mrs. Wick. Hi, honey. Welcome to the stream. Wick, can you sing? Nah, I don't want to hear me singing. I'm terrible. They actually got the Desert Altar. Guys, this is a big mistake from 1AVG. And I tell you why. Because with the amount of marches that they have around this building, they should have never lost this Desert Altar. For the simple reason that if there are the same players garrisoning and standing on the field, you can pull out your low march from the building and put a fresh march, and this way you will never lose the Desert Altar. Okay, they got it back, but still, this is point disruption. Let's see how long will it take to them to recover this Shrine of Life. And let's see if the siege... Okay, this siege on the Shrine of War is fine. And they have a super big push, oh my god, coming for this Shrine of War. Okay, basically JWM understood that they lost the first arc, so they need to recover on the buildings. Exactly what we did against Song. Exactly what we did against Song. Richie, Richie, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. If you want to connect your Discord account to your YouTube account, you will be unlocking our exclusive member chat. So, welcome to the stream and thanks for being here. Desert Altar, they do not have a proper defense, and in the meanwhile, they still have control of the Shrine of Life. Momentarily, they will lose it. But still, they are losing this Shrine of Life a lot of times because JWM is sending a good swarm on it, and then all the extra marches they are redirecting on the Desert Altar, and eventually it worked. Eventually it worked because they got both buildings, so well done. Well done building harassment by JWM. So, as you can see, now the score is split. JWM has more points per minute. They have a huge swarm on this Shrine of War. And it will be bad losing this Shrine of War exactly in the moment you are posturing or starting to posture for the middle. And they eventually lost it. They eventually lost it. Yeah, I know it's hard to click on the building. You don't need to click on the build. You need to drag your march when you're reinforcing and swapping your marches. Backfield harassment. They will probably be getting back this building in a moment. So this is the same situation mirrored of what happened between us and Song. So we had the same score because we were getting a lot of buildings and they got the first arc. So the match is 100% open for both teams to win. The next arc will likely be one of the deciding factors, like it was for us. So we see already JWM posturing forward because they said, oh, Ovi lost because they didn't posture forward maybe soon enough for the arc. They lost the second arc as well and they lost the game, so let's not make the same mistake. This is a smart move from JWM. I mean, Song kept the arc for a long time. They did not deliver it. So that was another situation after a while. But still, what are all those marches doing at this desert altar? Just sitting, getting a coffee? Go and do your job. Come on. I want to see a big middle fight. I want to see the biggest middle fight of this game happening on the second arc. Probably it will be the biggest field battle happening on the second arc. Let's see. So we have healthy marches redirecting, half marches going home to refresh. I mean, Mad, you should not refresh this march. That's good to go to the middle. Or maybe he wants to start a rally and he needs his Zhangyu. That's a possibility. Because he's in a rallying position. Maybe he wants to start a rally with the Zhangyu. That's why he's retreating. Okay, finally, one AVG sending a ton of marches to the middle. This Guan Yu pretty beaten up. They are bowling up. So it's not like they are not posturing. They are just a little bit late. But they have a good amount of marches coming. So. Mad Phantom is the best. He can do it. Mad Phantom is a great player. Yes. Absolutely yes. He's a great player. So let's see. So we have 3 minutes to the arc. Let's see the buildings contested. So this Sky Altar should be safe, but I don't want to put a stone on it because last time they lost it in a very bad way. And this Sky Altar on JWM side is as well protected. So everything will be decided in this middle fight. I think they are both going all in. This is so Season 3 strategy, and at the same time, us not applying this Season 3 strategy, it means that we lost. So this is so Season 3 strategy, but at the same time, it's very solid. I mean, this was our strategy until Season 3. I'm very curious to see how this middle battle will go. So far, the map is split half and a half. We have some slight backfield disruption from one AVG, which is what it's keeping them to have just, you know, that 60 points per minute more. But the map is essentially half and a half. So 2 minutes to the arc. I do think that in about 30 seconds they should start to push. Maximum 30 seconds. They are bowling up. They are bowling up. Nice. Very nice. This player, what is doing? Pimpin. This Pimpin guy is actually it's a she. This Pimpin girl is she's a bully. In fact, her name was Pimpin the Bully, but now Pimpin has no proc, probably because she has a lot of legendary equipment without a proc. Told you, about 30 seconds. Okay, they used attack. JWM still didn't use anything. Let's see. Okay, JWM used attack. Just be with war drums. To the death. To the death. Okay. Oh, to the death as well for JWM. Okay, so this is an even game. This is an even arc. Everybody's going all in. Why are those players fighting in the back? This is bad. This is bad. They have 10% of the marches that have to do that for 1 minute chilling in the back. Maybe the player crashed. So this is a nice fight. So both the teams activated the attack buff. Both the teams activated to the death. Many marches going back from both the teams. More from JWM, right? I see more blue marches going home, actually. Or maybe I'm mistaking. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he literally froze, so the only explanation that he crashed. The arc appeared. Many people are grabbing it. I could not tell how, where people are grabbing it from. Just be. Okay, the arc carrier, but he grabbed it from the side. So, not exactly the best position for JW, but actually he grabbed it, so well done. Let's see who grabs it next. Box. Box from JWM with a Zhangyu. Very nice march to pick the arc up. I think that the presence in the middle is going more and more in favor of JWM. You can see by the blue dots. Nice. So they got the arc again. MJ Glass with Artemisia, a bit slow, but still you get the arc and you do some work. Okay, so I think this arc is pretty much done. Because JWM has more presence. And they killed almost all of the 1 AVG marches. And they will pick the arc again with a faster march, I bet, once this Artemisia will die. She just died. Very good. Very nice game so far. We need to see how it goes. Will JWM hold the arc? Will JWM make the same mistake that they did against Snow in Season 3? I think they have a strong presence in the middle. They always had. They have the equipment, they have the commanders. So I do think they should deliver the arc right away. I do think that. So Darth with a fast Cao Cao got the arc. There is one march harassing him, which is another Cao Cao, and they are not killing it, so he'll probably lose the arc before he gets killed. In fact, he just lost the arc. Okay, so 1AVG is using Cao Cao and Zhang Yu to carry the arc, which is good. Quite smart. Who is getting the arc now? Okay. I do think this arc is in a safe place, in a safe position. At the same time, 1AVG needs to get a hold of this Sky Altar again. Yeah, Ghost Rider, this game looked exactly like ours, except JWM won the middle game on the second arc, yes. If we won the middle game, we would have won against 114S. But that was not the case, so GG. Now, what's next for 1AVG? So they are losing this arc, so this is 3,500 points. 3,500 points in the bank for JWM. They should try to recover this Sky Altar by now. We will take a look at the other games later. Okay, they are delivering. Oh! 1AVG is chasing. Hova is chasing. Hova does not want to give this arc for granted. Chasing with that Cao Cao Belisarius, this Cao Cao will go down, but Hova will be likely killed in about 5 seconds. But still, he's grabbing the arc. But yeah. No way that he can recover it. Okay, finally they are getting a hold of this Sky Altar. They're probably waiting for the rally to come. Okay, marches are circling around, which is not the healthiest thing to do. Well done, grabbing the Sky Altar. Back. So now the map is split half and a half again. One AVG trying a siege on the Desert Altar. This Desert Altar looks like it's not completely full. At least it was not. They are filling it up right now as we speak. That's why the Zenobia went down so quickly. I don't think they will manage to grab this Desert Altar. It all depends on the reinforcements of JWM. How many special talents and legendary equipment do you have, Wick? I have 1. Yes, guys, I crafted my first special talent legendary equipment the other day. The legendary boots with health for cavalry. That's it. Gio, I'm not a hater, but how did Ovi lose? Yeah, we got outplayed. If you want to hear me speaking about this, just watch the first 30 minutes of this stream. We spoke about it. So JWM is likely gonna deliver the arc or not? We don't know yet. On the other side, this siege failed and all those marches defending the Desert Altar will go on the Shrine of War in a moment. The siege failed on the Desert Altar of a 1 AVG. The siege will fail on this Shrine of Life, but the problem is now, all those marches of JWM, what are they gonna do? They're probably going to go for the Shrine of War. Yeah. So they are winning the structures. The structure... Oh, they lost the Shrine of War, which is surprising. Okay, JWM has an advantage on points. Has an advantage holding the arc. 1 AVG is not using gathering skill like Song did against us. So I bet they are going to hold this arc for a little while to see how the situation goes. I think that they can deliver it if, only if they see that the pressure on the buildings from 1 AVG is too much. So if they see that the pressure on the building is too much, they will likely deliver this arc to have another arc and potentially get more points in the bank. But remember that now 1 AVG is winning, so it means that they are gaining more skill points compared to JWM. So they can fire more skills. You see, 1 AVG knows that they lost this arc and they need to do something, and they are doing something by picking up buildings. They picked up the Shrine of War, they put a defense in it, a Vuzetian, which is very solid against this worm, and they picked up already 2 outposts in the back, 1 and 2. And they are likely holding it and will start generating points from them. At the same time, they are reinforcing the Shrine of War, and maybe they will be able to hold onto this Shrine of War. V636 is losing. Oh my god. Today is a big upset for everyone. Yeah, V626 is losing. I didn't expect that. I was not even expecting V626 to lose. And people were not expecting us to lose. Guys, being a top team does not mean that you always win. Depends on so many factors. Really, depends on so many factors. It's already a victory to be on the top 32. Competitiveness from Season 2 of Osiris League has raised so much. So they got the Shrine of Life as well. So you see, they saw, okay, we are losing on buildings all over the place. We do need to deliver the arc. As I told you, they were waiting to see what 1 AVG was doing. And 1 AVG at the moment is punishing JWM for keeping that arc. They got 4 buildings of the enemy. This Vuzetian is still here. People are still sending reinforcements inside the building. It will probably go down in a couple minutes if they can hold so long. Maybe even less. But still, they did a great job. They grabbed the Shrine of Life on the side. They grabbed 2 outposts. The Shrine of Life is well defended. Okay, this Zhang Yu will likely lose against Zenobia. Let's take a look at... Okay, this is well defended. So 1AVG stepped up their structure game. They seem to be more coordinated. If you're a top team, only means more players watching you and countering you. Yes, Christian Zimmerman. You know how much I struggled to find footage of 114, and I just found as one footage of them against 1AVG, the team that we are watching now. But it was old, and they were using another strategy, and the new commanders were not released. So it was everything different. And we had to base ourselves on just one footage. While they had an entire library. I mean, how many videos are there from OV playing Osiris League? Just shoot a number. I don't honestly know, but I think we are in the ballpark of 500, maybe more. From Season 1 to Season 4. Because many different streamers streamed many times the same games, you know? And that means that you have a lot of material to see how we play and commanders that our players have. Hey guys, thank you for being here. If you want to support the channel, just drop a like and subscribe. It's free. And really, you help me out. You can always change your mind. Okay, the Shrine of Life is under some siege. So they are doing the same thing all over again. So before the arc spawns, they have a big team going for the Shrine of Life, then redirecting the marches to the middle building here, and then going to the middle. Which is a solid strategy. This time seems like 1AVG is countering these a little bit more. Yeah, 114K is not as strong as 114S. 114S is their main team. Seems like they can maybe hold onto this Shrine of Life this time. They were not fooled again by the situation. A Ramses rally going to the Sky Altar. Dima already being here with 3 marches, waiting for the rally to swarm the building. But normally, if you have a couple marches, this is not enough to pick up a building. People posturing forward, 1AVG being already here, and JWM coming all over the place. So will this be a big beat up again? Okay, they are being aggressive against this guy Porkchop here. Pimpin, pay attention to your Ramses, otherwise you will get wrecked. Okay, she's so brave. Okay, let's... Okay, she makes everyone back up. One Ramses made 4 marches back up? What is this? Pimpin is a boss. One Ramses backed up 5 marches. And then she went back. I told you guys, woman rule the world. This is crazy. Just, she went there with 1 Ramses, so scared of Pimpin, and she made 5 marches back up. What the hell? What a legend. Okay, these... Guan Yu is toast. No more sieges. As I told you, the guy was waiting for the rally to arrive. But they had just 3 marches, so this rally had less than 1 million troops inside. And 1 million troops plus 3 field marches, it's not enough against a garrison. It was just a distraction. A temporary distraction. So the battle is already beginning 3 minutes before the arc spawns. Because they know... 1AVG knows that if they have a single chance to win this game, is picking his arc. So both teams already used both attack and defense. So again, the play field is about right. Is about leveled up. I'm very curious how this will go. I think 1AVG has a good, you know, amount of power and equipment, but at the same time, JWM does too. So this is a numbers game in the middle. 1AVG is coming strong still. JWM is coming all over the place. I don't know. I will not have an answer for at least another minute and a half. Points per minute in the meanwhile is equal. Not actually equal. Okay, because this outpost here needs to be occupied again. But yeah, points per minute is more or less on the same page. Every team needs one John Wick for picking the arc. Yeah, guys, I picked the arc today. I picked the arc first. I was the fastest, but it was not enough because they just smoked us. One arc carrier does not make all the difference. You need to have the right marches at the right moment in the right place. So JWM is dying. JWM is dying. I see a good shot. You see? I see a lot of frowny faces going away from the blue team. Other 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, alright. JWM is losing the grab on the middle. But they are still coming strong. So this is not over by any means. They are a bit spread out from each other. So they better keep coming. They have another chunk of marches coming, which is very good, considering that they missed 30 seconds to the arc. Do they have another skill up on the sleeve to use in the middle? I don't think they have. I don't think they have. 20 seconds, 15 seconds. They lost the obelisk in the meanwhile. But this was just a quick grab. They will get a hold of the obelisk again. 5 seconds. Who will grab the arc first? Let's see. Okay, it's a JWM march. It's this JWM march here. MJ Glass. I think it's MJ Glass. 1. Yes. MJ Glass just grabbed the arc with the Saladin. Who was the fastest one. Well done. And they used the Swift Stride. Well done. Bog down being used. Why didn't they use it before? They had to use it before, trying to kill the marches. Okay, who is grabbing it now? Box. Box grabbing it with a quick Cao Cao and a full Cao Cao as well. GG. Let's see who will grab it next. The presence by the arc has gone heavily in favor of JWM. Heavily in favor of JWM. Yeah. Okay, I think this is over for 1AVG. I mean, they can grab all the buildings they want, but JWM got 2 arcs. And differently from Song against us, they do not have the provision skill. Yeah, their players, JWM may be weak in KVK, but their players have good OL experience. Yes, they do. They do, guys. JWM suffered a lot of hate during their history, but they're actually a very good team. Let's never forget that, because people hating probably never ever have been in the playoffs. And being in the playoffs for the realm of Horus is the most difficult thing you can do. Really. Okay, this arc is long gone. I want to see how they will react. They occupied These obelisk, if I were them, I could maybe teleport here. Why don't you teleport and try to get a hold of one entire side? Now it's too late, maybe. And, you know, JWM have a lot of whales, so you cannot even think about swarming the cities. That's a stupid idea. What happened to Hong Kong Legends? They migrated to another realm. Hong Kong Legends now is PX34. Yeah. Yeah, people saying that in chat as well. So this arc is long gone. They grabbed the outpost, yes, but this will serve to no purpose. They will now get it back. The presence is too heavy. There is no way they can get this arc. But I want to see the delivery. This Chandra is still solid. They are killing the Attila. Did they put a march inside? Let's see. PX34 is Kingdom 534. Okay. Okay, most likely they will get a hold of those marches here. Okay, escorted the arc. So JWM pretty much won the game. But I'm curious. Let's take a look at the other games, guys. Let's take a look at the other games. So, what's the situation? 114K is in trouble. Okay, 114K got the arc. So I think they got the game. Then, let's take a look at the others. Ptol, as I told you, never underestimate these guys. They are winning against 235A, so we have to face Ptol. I don't remember if you have to face Ptol on 235A next time. LN93 winning. SX54, the second alliance from Bunny's Kingdom, winning against Z415. So this is Ronnie's alliance, right? Yes, they're winning. And I think they will win. So Ronnie will be out at one loss. Then JWM has won, absolutely won against 1AVG. GG, well played. 166 winning against League. Oh god. Okay, FN winning against L359. C9N winning against Chisgul. Uh-oh. And UCS demolishing, oh my god, this is a total wreckage. UCS demolishing 412A. Okay, this is weird. So many points difference. K374 losing to Boobs. Okay, there is no other arc. This is just a building game, so we will go back to this. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Last season finalists that played against us are almost losing against 1008. They are losing at the moment. They are losing. UCS demolishing for 12. Chisgul against C9N. I need to watch this. I need to watch this. So they have no arcs anymore. Score is about even, slightly in favor of Smash Squad. So everything will be decided by provision. Oh my god, so many games. So many games. K374 migrated out. No, they did not. Not yet. They have still the full team. I'm sure because I know. Oh my god. This is crazy. Okay, we will take an eye on this. I want to know how V636 is doing. Let's take a look at Anubis for a second. Okay, V636 is winning. But not by much. Not by much. Okay, V636 is winning, but not by much. Let's take a look at the actual situation. Okay, well, V636 got a lot of buildings, and they got the advantage in points. But, oh my god, they got the Ark. Guys, I don't know which game to watch. There are so many open games. So V636 can lose. They can lose if the opposing side has a good amount of provision. 108 is winning against K374, last season finalists. Smash Squad is losing against C9N. Oh my god. Okay, we will go back to this and then we will check the results. So Horus, let's take a look. 1008 against K374. They are winning. Guys, they are winning. Then Chisgul. How is Chisgul doing? So Ronnie is losing against the second team of 1254, Bunny's Kingdom. JWM, as we saw, won. League. Okay, League, I think they got an Ark. So League might have a chance to win. Oh my god, so many open games. FN won. Smash Squad. Okay, I need to watch this. I need to watch Chisgul game. Okay, they are losing on the building side as well. So there are no more arcs. The provisions will go in about 1-2 minutes. Oh my god, this is a very close game. 1.6 thousand difference. Why did Ovi lose the fight? Guys, you don't always win. We will be very arrogant to consider ourselves the best. We are not the best. We can lose, absolutely, yes. But we will learn from our mistakes, you can be sure about this. We will do our best to go back on track. Let me take a look at... Oh my god, there are so many open games. So many open games. So 114K won. Tall won. LN93 won. Ronnie lost. JWM won. 166. Okay, I think they are losing against League. Okay, yes. I think so. I think so. I think they are losing against League. And then, what do we have? FN winning. Smash Squad. UCS winning. The 12 Kings. 1239. X Rose Kingdom. So 1081 is winning. The only open game still... I mean, there are many open games, but I want to watch this. In 1 minute and 20 seconds, we will see if C9N will win against Chisgul. Oh my god. One minute. 1 minute. I need to take a look at... I know that I'm going back and forth, guys, but I want you to take a look at everything. And I want to see how V636 is doing. That's very close. That's very close. Let's see the provision. Let's see the provision score. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Great games everywhere. Today was an upset day. We will start going into the core. We are already in the core, in the heart of the competition. 2,000 points difference, 20 seconds, I think. V636, unless there is a miracle. Oh. 10 seconds, very close. 800 points. Okay, they got another 1,000 points. Okay, V636 won. By less than 1,000 points. By less than 1,000 points. Okay, I don't want to fix on this. I want to take a look at the other games. So, we have the final results. We have the final results. From here, so 114K won. Ptol won. LN93 won. Ronnie lost. JWM won. League won against 166. It was very close. GG 166. League is tough to deal with. FN won. Smash Squad, Chizgul lost. So all the content creators lost. Chizgul lost. I lost. Ronnie lost. Oh my god. UCS totally demolished 412, which I did not expect, to be honest. I did not expect this. NC lost. 1008 overthrowing the last season finalists. I mean, K374 is in a difficult spot right now. I know many people will migrate, but at the moment they have the full Osiris League team and they lost. Guys, us and Chris K374 were the last season finalists. Can you imagine how difficult this season is? How many teams have emerged? We just both lost. Oh my god. Let's take a look at the other realm, because this is crazy. PX34 is Hong Kong Legends, demolishing R612. Then, who do we know here? 530 winning against D593. Vietnam Victory winning by, we saw, 800 points. That's it. Realm of Busted. The Second Age. The other Dragothian Alliance won. Raze won. Watch It Burn, Weeb won. Okay. So this is the final result. 1v winning. Song winning against us. GG. All very close. All very close. 4, 5, 6,000 points games. SNC1 losing against JST. TR winning. 114K winning. Tall winning. LN93 winning. Ronnie losing. JWM winning. 166 losing against League. FN winning. Chizgul losing. UCS winning. NC losing against the 12 Kings. 108 winning against K374. I cannot fathom this. This is another big upset. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, this was a fun bracket. This was a fun bracket, guys. Honestly. Let me see if I have coins to spend. Okay. Already bought all the arm expansions. This was a fun time. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Now, I played my game, I casted the game, I really need to rest. I may be back for casting the squad and 19 UTC, this one. I'm not quite sure if I can tonight, but probably, maybe. Extremely good games today. Yes, all the content creators lost. Please Redline and Gecko win later. Otherwise it will be a total defeat all over the place. well done. Guys, if you enjoyed my content, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind anytime. Alright? Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you being here for this cast. And I will see you soon. One thing that I want to remember. Guys, nobody lost. Nobody's out. Everything will be decided in 2 weeks. So, keep your eye on the score. I will see you on the next one. Ciao.